Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to remote learning. Boys and girls, we are going to start with grade 7 social studies. This is second week of remote learning and we are going to start with another chapter from our history section. This is chapter number 16. The topic is democracy and human rights. Before I start with the reading and explanation, you must keep your copies, books and stationery items with you so that you may do homework after understanding the chapter. So let's start with the reading of the chapter. As the name indicates, it is about democracy. Basically, what is democracy? It means people's own rule. It is the government which is set by the people themselves and it is for them, of them and by them. So let's start with the word democracy. What does this word mean? Democracy comes from two Greek words. It is a combination of two words, demos meaning people and kratos meaning power. So it is the rule of people basically or the power of the people. So since these are the Greek words, so we can understand that in ancient Greece it had some real meaning for all free men, about 10,000 in all, who could go to a special flat piece of land called Pinax outside of the city of Athens to discuss the law and to vote on them. So the words are basically of Greek origin and the relation of the word is towards the action what were done by the people of Greece and where they do this. They usually go and do it on a flat piece of land and that was Pinax, which was out of the city. And what they do there, they usually discuss the laws and vote on them. The women and slaves who made up the majority of the population were not allowed. So this was very important for a point for understanding the democracy, that in ancient time those who were weak like women and slaves, they didn't have even the right of voting to their own choice of people. So democracy just inverted this situation. In democracy, any adult, whether he is a man, woman or whether he is belonging from any class of the society, he or she may vote without any fear. So this is the difference between the democracy and the unfair situation that was prevailing in the past. So at that time in Greece even, people like slaves and women, they were not allowed to cast a vote. Roman democracy was similar to that of Greece, except that the Greece limited the native citizens while the Romans granted citizenship and voting rights to the selective non-Romans. So Greeks were liberal to a certain extent that they even gave the right of vote to the people who were not their citizens, and while in the other hand the people who were Romans, they didn't allow the non-citizens of Rome to cast a vote. The Roman government though was in some ways like our own. There was a parliament, the Senate, of about 600 nobles chosen for life, but the country was run by two consuls who were elected for 1 year by all the free men. So usually it was a government which was comprising of 600 nobles but only it was run by two consuls, those who were elected for 1 year. There were lesser elected officials to do the day-to-day running of the things, such as markets, streets, law and order. Since in past the situations were different, so there was no need of so many ministers or the persons who were handling the government affairs. So very less amount of elected officials were there who were running the matters like laws and order and daily routine. When Pakistan came into being, the situation of democracy was very different as compared to the other countries. We had to face the dictatorship as well. So let's talk about what happened and what is going to happen. What is the current situation of Pakistan? Let's start. When Pakistan became an independent state, its leaders were determined to make it a democratic country. Of course, it was a country which was came into being in the name of democracy, law and order, and Islamic Sharia. But the most of them, democracy means the system in the West. It should be noted that in England, this had taken over 700 years to emerge. So it is not easy to develop the democratic situation in any country, in any state. It could take so much time to develop and emerge. The religious differences, Catholic and Protestants, had to be solved first of all, which was done in the stages over the 2 or 3 authority of the rulers. Monarch or parliament was controlled by the civil war in UK in 1648 till 60. The nobles were also restricted through the revolution in France. The Industrial Revolution had made the country and ordinary people very rich and powerful, but it was the World War I that destroyed much of the power of the nobles in the trenches, and aristocratic offices were killed easily by the enemy's bullet. So this had a great leveling effect. So boys and girls, in Pakistan, the democracy was not an easy situation to be implemented. It is slowly evolving. It is still evolving, and it has gone through different phases time by time. So this was a little introduction to you people about the democracy, what is the democracy and how it is evolved. We will discuss it during our upcoming sessions of study. Right now, there is a question for you for your homework. This is a short question, but it will explain you about the democracy and how it is conducted. First of all, the question is, what does the democracy mean? Why do you think these conditions are important for successful democracy? How the democracy can be disadvantaged. First of all, I am going to repeat my words which I have discussed with you. Democracy means the people's own rule. It is government of the people, for the people and by the people. Now the conditions which are important for successful democracy, they are: number 1, democracy ensures that the people have equal rights. Number 2, public has a say in all governing matters. Number 3, public can protect and fight for their rights. Number 4, it comes out by the people's own choice. Now, there could be a disadvantage of this process that during the emergency situation, the help and aid could be very slow in democracy, while in the dictatorship, it might be very quick and fluent. So boys and girls, that is all for you today. What you have to do your homework and submit it in the Google Classroom timely. See you inshallah soon. Read the chapter carefully and try to understand what is democracy actually. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.